Hi, everyone. Welcome to 2018. My name is Tammeron. I'm an inspirational storytelling business mentor, and I'm so excited for all of you entrepreneurs who've been following me for the past couple of years. I've got lots of exciting changes. I've been working very hard over the holidays, so I want you guys to make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video because I have an incredible promo that's going to be running until January the 14th, which is actually my birthday. So I'm a true Capricorn and super duper excited. So again, if you are an entrepreneur who is most likely a Sagittarius, Capricorn like me, or an Aquarius, somebody whose birthday is coming up soon, I know you guys are going to definitely relate to the reading that I'm offering you guys today, because you're probably in your winter mode, like your birth mode, your contemplation, your hermit mode, where you're thinking, you know, what am I going to do this year? Like, what do I really want? And what am I going to overcome to get there? And, you know, maybe you've had this dream of something and it really hasn't come to fruition yet. And so this is what this reading is all about today, is like, you know, how do we, you know, stay true to ourselves? How do we let go of that fear? And how do we just go for it, you know, when we really feel like something as an entrepreneur is definitely our true calling. It's something that we felt for a very long time, and maybe we just haven't found exactly what it is that, you know, that our life or our real journey is awaiting there for us. So I'm doing things just a little bit different this year. Just I'm going to make my videos as quick as I can. I've got some new stuff, so I want you guys to try and stay on this video today. Again, I'm going to try and keep them short and straight to the point. So I've got some people joining me. Hey guys, oh Michelle, Happy New Year. I'm going to be talking about Buff Fountain today, so I want you to make sure you stay on this call or come back, okay? So new year, new deck. Again, I love Colette Baron-Reid, so I'm using her other deck this year called the Wisdom of the Oracle. As I'm learning and growing with other tarot decks, you know, I love to share my knowledge with you guys. So again, she's Canadian, but I just love the photos, the energy of her deck all the time. And so this is what we're going to be using starting in January. So again, if I fluster a little bit, you guys, you know, just be patient with me. I'm growing out of my comfort zone this year. So I've got notes all around me to make sure I share some good stuff. So this is who we're going to be drawing from today. And once I show you guys what the cards are, then I'm going to share with you some of the personal things that I always like to share as to what tea I'm drinking and why. And of course, I always give a remedy, and I share a story near the end of the video about which high-grade essential oils to help you emotionally stay through these challenging times here on the planet, because let's face it, I attract new agers. I attract light workers, healers, anybody that loves the unseen world. I mean, you guys are my tribe, okay? So this is why a lot of people say to me after I do these videos, like, wow, that was me, you know? And I'm like, I know, because basically I'm just sharing who I am with all of you. And so this is why people say to me, you know, I'm in the same headspace as you. So this is my question. You know, I've got this new concept that I'm sharing with you guys. It's going to be my Tammeron's Place membership group. And, you know, I've been busy all through the holidays putting together my vision boards that I'm going to share with you guys. I've actually been writing in a journal that I started in September. I did a 40-day challenge, and this challenge pushed me out of my comfort zone, and it taught me how to really trust my intuition on a deeper level. And so I've been making notes. You guys can see I'm a note person. I'm always writing things down. I'm a visionary. And so the whole concept actually came to me through meditation. So being a Capricorn, I'm ready to launch it. And to be honest, I'm kind of scared. You know, I'm trusting the process, but it's scary to be vulnerable because I keep hearing this. And so I am just going to go for it. So the two cards I got from Colette Baron-Reid's deck is, you know, how am I going to manage this fear when I'm feeling this scared, because I'm launching a whole new concept. So the first card that came up is, I love this deck, is come to the edge, and it came upside down in the challenge position. So I want to make sure I get you guys on here. So this is, you know, what do I do, right? How do I get through this challenge? What do I need to be thinking? And then the action step that came up for us came up as to the sea, but it came in the upside down position as well. So this is a challenge card. Okay. So, you know, what Spirit is telling me is that if this card was straight up, I just got to show it with you guys, it'd be like, oh yeah, you know, everything's ready. You know, the circle is complete. Get out there. You know, love is in the air. Abundance is in the air. But the card didn't show up like that. So it came upside down. So when it's upside down, what this is actually telling me is if I look at this picture, it's actually saying, look, just trust the process. Stop procrastinating. Jump. Take the leap. Just go for it and trust that everything is going to show. So if you look at the picture on top here, look at this. This is really what I'm going through is trust Spirit. Trust the divine force. Trust my intuition. Because I'm going to be honest, every time in my life where I didn't really trust what I was hearing and I turned the other way, I mean, there was major chaos in my life. Major chaos. Okay. So again, that is the concept of my memoir, which my book is going to be completed this year, but I get really personal about what I was going through. So Spirit's saying to me, literally, just go for it. So the action step is, you know, managing this fear was if you look at this photo as well, again, I'm a mystic, you know, I'm the visionary. I want to come home. I want to find my freedom. And so when this card came up as my action step, if it came up in the upright position, this to me is like the mystic. Like it reminds me of the Colin James song, you know, like Into the Mystic. Like, you know, you've come home, you've really understood yourself. So to me, this is like, yes, this is it for me. But it came in the upside down position. So what Spirit is actually telling me is that, you know, ride the wave. I'm a Capricorn. This is the time of year where I have to give birth to the concept, right? This is when I've come back to life. So this is when I've come into here. And if you see this card very closely, there's an image of Spirit in the water. So what Spirit is telling me is Spirit is with you all the time. Trust the flow, trust the process. And this is where I am right now in the launch. So this 2-card draw for me today just made me feel so safe and so secure. And it's interesting because a lot of times when I've done something just like totally out of the box and just thought to myself, you know what, I've been thinking about this for so long, I'm just going to do it. Because actually my main animal totem is turtle. And so for me, I'll process it, I'll check things, I'll do my research. I'm an XPI, so, you know, I have to like interview things, people, whatever. I mean, I have to go deep into something before I finally decide to say yes. And so when I decide, look out, because that's the Capricorn in me. It's like, I will literally move a mountain. But the amazing thing that always happened for me, even in those times when I didn't know who was going to show up, I didn't know the right people, there were certain things I needed, and I'm like, well, I don't really know how to do that. And you know what? Those people always showed up in my life. And they were literally somebody that I already knew, but I actually didn't even know that they had that ability or that skill. It was just through talking with them and becoming intimate with them where it'd be like, no, that's what I love to do. And it's so easy for me. And I'm like, wow, you know, let's barter, let's work together, or let's, you know, create something magical. So that's the message I kind of heard when I saw these 2 cards today was, remember, every time I've done something, people showed up. There was always synchronicity. There was always the right person there at the right time. So this allowed me to really calm down. But you know what? For a lot of us who haven't had these experiences before, I know how scary it can be for you. So again, right now, if you are really deciding, you know, you want that big shift, because if you are a light worker, energy healer, a lot of us follow astrology, you know, we can feel things happening. Like me, I can actually feel it. Like I actually have a lot of psychic friends that are like, oh, you know, oh, this is going to happen to you. And I'm like, you don't even have to tell me. Like I literally feel it in my dreams, when I'm out walking, when I'm with my dog. Sometimes I literally know, what's going to happen next. Okay. But this is only when I take a lot of time out for myself. And so this past year has really gotten me into a rhythm. And I joined a business group a year ago, and it was a 1-year program, and it's all about really managing my time. And I'm going to be honest, that brought so much abundance into my life because I finally decided to put me first in my life. And I'm so highly creative. And so it gives me this rhythm where every morning, my morning routine is, writing down what I hear, pulling tarot cards, trusting spirit, deciding, what remedies am I going to use today? What's going to keep me connected to nature? What tea am I going to be drinking? And, am I hydrated? So all these things just allowed all this other stuff to just fall off and get out of the way. So it was a really powerful time. And again, what I know a lot of people like to know is what teas that I'm drinking today. It's actually ginger. So herbal ginger tea, organic tea. Again, I make like a condensed version of this. I make it really powerful and strong. And so I have it going. I can keep it in the fridge, and then I just add some hot water to it. And today I've added ginger and lemon together. It gets things moving and it keeps me warm at the same time, because I'm going to be honest, it's been pretty cold here in Northern Ontario. So the -40s and stuff weren't so fun. So it's going to be a little bit warmer this week. So if you are someone who is also going through this right now, here's the 3 essential oils I'll recommend for you guys again. And the reason why I recommend CPTG grade essential oils is because they help us with our emotional body. And when we're going through these challenges, it's literally our emotions that keep us stuck, right? I mean, we all know this, but I'm someone who's actually studied a lot of these holistic modalities, Bach flower remedies, essential oils, that kind of stuff. So I'm not self-taught, but I've been trained professionally. And so this comes very natural to me. So a lot of times when I was feeling something, I intuitively knew what to take because I had been taught. And so for me, these last 2 years, I actually got the huge breakthrough that I was seeking because I stayed consistent with my own self-care practice. And it's just like brushing your teeth. I continue to use them every single day. And yeah, it changes. Sometimes I have my old faithfuls, but you know what? When it comes to things like the full moon and the new moon, when I'm like really, really feeling the energy, I always go back to my personal remedy. So I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video today, because I've got some bonuses and gifts for you guys, for people who are listening and really resonating and want to join me. So again, there's 3 essential oils I offer every week on these free readings. They are going to be live on my Facebook wall for right now. Pretty soon I'm going to be connecting to YouTube when I've got higher speed. And, I'm going to be launching more ways where you guys can follow me all the time for free. So the 3 essential oils I'm recommending right now is frankincense, juniper berry, and arbor vitae. And the reason why is because frankincense is that essential oil which I've been using every day for the past 2 years. I kid you not. It's my #1 favorite. I still use it every single day. If you use the CPTG grade, I actually put a drop under my tongue in the morning and at night. More often at night, but so my dreams are clear and I wake up and I'm brilliant. Okay, so using frankincense, and sometimes I put a drop on my edge and sometimes I throw a drop on the top of my head. Okay, so frankincense is really, if you're a spiritual seeker and you're going through these ups and downs and you're crazy in the craziness in your life, it could be because you're highly intuitive when it comes to other people, but when it comes to yourself, sometimes you hear stuff and you're like, that just can't be, that doesn't even make sense. Why would I do that? I don't know, like I don't know anybody else is doing it. Well, that's spirit, that's love or God, whatever you want to call it, knocking on your door, trying to come through. So if you're not listening or trusting it, frankincense is a very, very powerful essential oil. Okay, so it's going to help you stay connected. And I'm going to be honest, with all of the challenge that I had, every time I had a vision or an idea, and it was so new and different from what other people were doing, I had more people bash me, judge me, tell me, who do you think you are? That'll never fly. Blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I just had to run with it. So it just, it's just that reinforcement is, if it is going to be something that is different, of course, nobody else is doing it. It may be your life purpose. It may be part of your own mission. So we have to learn to trust it, because it's going to be scary. I'm going to be honest. It has always been scary, and it's a vulnerable place to live through just your intuition, because this is the purpose of the spiritual seeker. Okay. And this is the people that I attract. We're highly intuitive about other people's stuff. All right. But when it comes to us, you gotta sit and you gotta listen. Okay. And you gotta work through that fear. So this is why I like to recommend juniper berry as well, because juniper berry really helps with kidneys. So you don't have any fear in your lower back, you know, and you just decide, oh, I'm not going to do it. Or you procrastinate, just like in this, you know. Don't procrastinate. Don't keep going around in circles. Just feel the fear and do it anyway. I mean, that is an amazing book. And the other essential oil I would recommend to help you emotionally is Arbor Vitae. And Arbor Vitae is this massive cedar tree that's in Western Ontario. And it just allows you to trust and completely surrender and just go with the flow. I use Arbor Vitae actually every day as part of my skincare regimen. I put a drop in my skincare line, and I love to open that bottle every morning. I just love trees. I'm a tree person. You know, if you look at my logo, there's all kinds of trees and that kind of stuff. So again, it's a combination. You can put them together in like a roller ball. You can put your essential oils in first, and then you can add a high-grade coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, so it's liquid. And you literally just apply it like on your wrists. I like to use them on the back of my neck a lot of times on my chest. Sometimes if it's fear, something coming up, you know, again, you might want to put it on your lower back area. Some people like their feet. A lot of men and kids, I tell moms, you know, if you're wanting to use essential oils on your kids and the guys, they don't want to smell like wildflowers and trees. Let's be real. So use your feet, okay? And there are certain areas on your feet, reflexology points you can use so that you can look like you feel like you're normal, okay? But people know me. They always say to me, you know, what are you wearing today? And I have a scent too that I wear too, an actual spray. So I don't want to give you guys too much information about that. But what I also want to do with you guys is to remind you that if you love to learn from me, I've actually spent a couple of months figuring out an affordable way for everyone to stay connected with me, even if you're already in like another network marketing company, even if you're in other essential oil companies or you're selling another product. The truth is, what I have found for me is that when I work with entrepreneurs, it is really an opportunity for me to get to know you. And so what I've done is I've created a membership, and I've been doing this since last April. And I've done all different types of workshops and coaching programs, that kind of stuff. And I've pulled everything that really worked well, what I could do for a group, what I could do one-on-one, what I could do maybe on a retreat concept. If you have a team of people and you guys really want to start working together and balancing out each other's strengths and weaknesses, this is actually what my membership is all about, because I'm going to be honest. When you do something new, or if you're deciding to work in a new MLM company or network marketing company, the biggest problem that I see with so many people is that they want you running out of the gate. They want you contacting all your friends and family and, hello, this is what I'm doing now. Well, you know what? When I joined a company, I didn't do that. Something in my heart said to me, I can't do this to my friends and family. I don't even know what I'm doing yet. And yeah, I know with a lot of these companies, you know, you get these little bonuses and you start getting some money back in your pocket. But you know what? The biggest problem I noticed was that there are too many people selling a product or an opportunity, and they don't even know who they are as an entrepreneur. And so my gift is to work with people intimately in like increments of 30 days, okay? 30, 60, or 90 days, where I work with you one-on-one inside of a group concept, but you get to understand who you truly are. You become intimate with yourself. You understand what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. How are you going to balance that out? Who are you going to look for to help you as your avatar? Because you don't necessarily want the same people, but you need to understand that if you're going to be working with these people in a network marketing company or even in your own business, it's like dating. I keep saying this to people. It's like You want to be in for the long haul. And if this is not someone you want to be spending a lot of time with, you just want their money, I'm telling you, you're going to clash. You're not going to be able to work with these people efficiently. And you know what? You need to understand yourself first before you go out there in the world. And then after the 30, 60, 90 days, you are ready for the sales. You are ready to put yourself out there. But you know what? Work on yourself first. Into me, I see. And what I've realized, this is my strength. This is why when I've had businesses in the past, and when I've worked with people, you know, I really help them. I help them to get grounded. I help them to figure out, okay, what's going to be your remedy? What are some of the things we're going to guide you to use so that when your insecurities and your fears start showing up and you go then and go, I can't do this. No, I'm no good. I'm not worth it. Well, you know what? You're going to be able to move through these challenges with more grace and with more flow in your life. And I'm going to be your guide. So in my membership, which is Tammeron's Place, I have figured this all out so I could create this at a price that is so affordable for people that even if you are new in your business and you really want to get yourself grounded and centered, anybody can afford this, okay? Even stay-at-home moms can afford this if they just cut out the Starbucks coffee. So for $36 a month, it's based on a 1-year program. For $36 a month, you get to work with me in a group team effort, and every Monday through Friday, we do something different. So we work consistently. You know, we set our goals and our intentions. We talk about what's a reality, say early in the week. Tuesdays, you guys have an opportunity to put your questions in. I'll help you as an entrepreneur. You could be the question who I answer in the group live on Facebook. Nobody has to know it's you. And then you get some information on what remedies, what books might be able to help you. Wednesdays, we do free coaching in the group. Thursdays is classes, and Fridays is an opportunity for me to interview you to the group and also for me to share my story of the month, because I'm continuing the memoir. I'm continuing my stories of growth with all of you guys, because my first book is actually going to be published this year. So the story continues because I love to share what I'm going through so that I can teach all of you guys as well. So for $36 a month, this is so affordable. Again, in this program, it's an opportunity for you to get to know other entrepreneurs, because look who I attract: other new agers, healers, people that are in self-development. They love to read the same books. So we're going to be focusing on a certain book. All right. And I'll be sharing that with you guys if you decide to want to learn more about the membership. I can't sit here and tell you guys everything in one video because it's just too much. Okay. But I have some other perks as well for you guys. If you pay for it in advance, where instead of $36 a month, if you pay the annual fee of $300, you're going to save $132. And for doing that, I'm going to give you guys a free copy of one of my journals. And these are the journals that we work with in the group. So when people join, they get a copy of this. It's a 100-page journal that I created many years ago, about 10 years ago. It's a guided journal, okay? It has an opportunity. We do this on Mondays. You set your intention for the week. We talk about karma, how you're putting some energy out there, figuring out what your blocks are, figuring out what you need to be responsible for yourself. I'm going to show this on here. What is your goal for the week? What's your big term goal? You know, affirmations. On the other side, we have the gratitude area and then your personal notes. And the reason why I want people to start taking personal notes is because you're human. You have a wave and a cycle of your life, and it's the same in your business. So for me as a Capricorn, this is why for me, I'm very reflective this time of year, okay? And I do a lot of planning, and I prepare for the year ahead. And I love to journal, because when I write it down, as many people who personally know me and worked with me in the past, it happens. This is there is so much about magic and creating your life as opposed to just waiting for what shows up. Okay. So when you're working together as a group with me, we're going to, work through the blocks. What are we going to use emotionally? What are we going to use to ground us? What books are we going to read to stay together collectively as a group? Because as books, this is one other thing, a nugget I want to share with you guys. When you start working with people, I was like, oh yeah, you got to read this book. You got to read this book. They could be sales books. Okay, well, that's great. But if you don't even know who you are and you don't understand your uniqueness and your identity and how there's probably a million people just like you that you can connect with, and then you talk about your product, you know what? It's like the blind leading the blind. People are out there trying to push sales and they don't have an avatar set up. They don't know anything about themselves. They don't really know how they like to work with people. It's crazy. And so this is what I love to work with people, is to create that intimacy within you. And what people always come back to me and say, I didn't even know that about me. How did you know that? And I'm like, well, this is how I guide you guys through the coaching calls. And we work through archetypes and I talk about some of the powerful things that work for me. And it's just so much fun. So what this really is an online version of business support groups that I used to offer when I actually had a physical business and a building. And we used to do these for $12 a week. People would come in, they'd get a free cup of herbal tea, and we'd sit around for 90 minutes. And it wasn't about selling. You weren't in to come in and sell. You came in with your challenge. You came in with your problem. And collectively together, we worked with one another and we supported each other. And it always turned out like somebody said, oh, I know what you need. My brother does that, or I can help you with that, or my neighbor. It was community. It was working together. It was supporting each other and having so much fun. It's like the networking that we're all looking for, rather than going to an event, someone shoving their card in your face, take my card, hire me. You don't even know anything about these people. Why would you want to hire them? Why not come and hang out with some people and have some fun and get to know people? Maybe then they'll hire you or join your networking group, because you know what? Let's face it, there's just too many choices out there today. So this is why I've created this concept online. So every day, again, we do something different. I take the weekends off on teaching, but it's an opportunity for you guys to connect and to connect with each other. So if this is resonating with you, there's going to be more bonuses. I do have my next program that I'm offering as of January 15th, my signature program, the Elixir of Life, where this is a 28-day personal transformation program. This is the Alchemy program. This is a very intimate program, which I offered all last spring and into the summer. And really, this is like a self-coaching program, but I teach you as you go. And it's how I learned, and there's a lot of information in here. You're gonna learn a lot about how to use essential oils, how to use them on the full moon, the new moon. And again, as a member, you guys get to join me live for new moon meditations and full moon meditations, so that we do an energy healing collectively together, and that's part of your membership. So even that alone is amazing. Like some people charge hundreds of dollars for energy healing. So, and as we do it as a group, our energy, it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So for $36 a month, you're gonna get 2 group energy healing sessions. You're gonna work and you're gonna learn what your personal remedies are. You're gonna work collectively as an entrepreneur, and we're gonna move through challenges each week. And we're just gonna grow and learn together. And it's a great way to connect with people. And as a member, you're always going to get 50% all of the courses that are offered in my group, because I've been busy putting all my courses and programs into a concept so I can offer it to you guys at a discounted rate. So for an example, and this is the last thing I'm going to talk about, this video is just getting too long, but I'm so excited. For example, this to non-members, I charge $96 for the 28 days. This really got people out of the victim mentality. I'm going to be honest, it really showed them that everything that happened to them in their life was meant to happen. Those people were meant to be in your life. You know, it's really talking a lot about forgiveness. We talk a lot about some spiritual books that can guide you. Again, I'll help you with a personal remedy. So as a member, you get this for 50% off. So it's only $48. So this is definitely, you know, if you're struggling or you know people who've got the wild ups and downs in their business and they just feel like they just haven't really understood their biggest spiritual lesson, this is the program that's going to do it for you. Again, only 48 bucks as a member, okay? So just to recap, if you're interested, please connect with me, message with me. I'm going to be making some videos to talk about all the perks of the membership because there's even more. I just can't even say it all. I'm just too excited, but I just wanted to get back live here with you guys every Tuesday, Tea and Tarot. And remember, if you want to recap or share these videos, they are now getting put up on YouTube by the next day. And so my YouTube channel has changed. It is now under Tammeron's Place. So the videos of the Tea and Tarot are going to be there. Please go to Tammeron's Place on YouTube, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications, because even when I do some other meditations or I'm out traveling and I'm interviewing other entrepreneurs, the videos are going to be live or they're going to be reposted up on YouTube. And there's just going to be a ton of information. You guys are just going to continue to grow with me and hang out with me virtually. Okay, so you can do that. Whether reposted on YouTube, or if you want to be part of the membership and you want to work with me intimately, where we work together Monday through Friday throughout the school year, okay, it's 36 bucks a month. All right, so super excited. Please share this if you guys want, or wait till I repost the YouTube version. You can go to YouTube and you'll be able to share it there as well. Post any questions or comments. Let me know how you're feeling. If you're going through anything, I can use your questions privately to answer next week for you guys if you like, and then you can come back and see what advice Spirit has for you again. So my name is Tammeron. It's 222. I'll be here live each Tuesday. I'm an inspirational storytelling business mentor, and I just love to share the spiritual and holistic modalities that I'm using as an entrepreneur to help me through the huge shifts on the planet today, and to guide you guys as well, so that, you know, you're moving through with more grace as well. Cheers for now, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.